Behaving Wealthy presents the High Worth Shift podcast. Behaving Wealthy. Be, have wealth. Who do you have to be to have wealth? The only difference between rich and broke is worthiness. Your behaviors and your habits are a reflection of your feelings of worth. I'm Robin A. Young, and I'm here to give you enough simple, rich behaviors to increase your worth, your wealth, and your freedom. In fact, my promise to you is that every rich behavior I share could yield you 3 times richer results, creating your high worth shift. It's Robin A. Young, certified financial planner and CEO of Behaving Wealthy. And I'm so excited that you chose to spend your valuable time with me. My purpose is to help you eliminate money shame, stop your money avoidance, and begin to trust yourself. Your life and financial freedom depend on it. I know that money can have a powerful effect on people. Does it have a powerful effect on you? You earn money. You spend money. You feel you are never getting anywhere. You don't have enough to show for your hard work. You feel shame. You worry about money. You feel stuck on the money rat race. Earning and spending and more earning and more spending. A vicious cycle that is so exhausting. You're tired. Some days you feel you're barely hanging on and you're busy managing one issue after another. It's like you have this never-ending to-do list of urgent issues and crises. So your money and your self-care are pushed to the back burner. The unintended consequences of money procrastination cause stress and anxiety to idle just below the surface. It feels like you're in between a rock and a hard place. To be fair to you, there's a simple reason why money management can feel so overwhelming. Nobody taught you how to manage your personal finances well. To be clear, we are taught how to earn money and how to spend it, but not how to keep it. How would you know how to keep it? You wouldn't. Without proper education and guidance, of course, you'll make many money mistakes. This lack of instruction sets you up for failure. To compound your feelings of failure, it feels like you're the only one struggling to manage it all. Social media, news media, print media, and most other forms of media give the false impression that others have money mastered. Hashtag riches are easy. Hashtag everyone is rich. Hashtag if you aren't rich, then it's you. If you believe these myths, then you likely believe you're behind. But you're confused because you know you're a smart person. You've done so well in so many areas in life. But money mastery eludes you. This leads you to the conclusion that you are the problem. Yesterday, you may have had a money problem, but you are not the problem. Your past money behaviors were the problem. The good news is I am giving you the solution today. Now you can choose new successful money behaviors. By taking a baby step today, you can set your money course on the path to more worth, more wealth, and more freedom. And lucky for you, my superpower is breaking down esoteric, abstract, and complex topics into easy to implement baby steps. When I feel fear, the only way I know how to avoid procrastination and paralysis is to take a baby step. It's worked for my clients. It's worked for me. Baby steps can work for you. It's time to teach you how to keep it. You deserve to keep more. It's time to teach you how to turn your hard-earned income into worth, wealth, and freedom. First, you must eliminate money shame. Stop money avoidance. Start trusting yourself. So how does money shame start? It starts when you're aware that your money is not working hard enough for you. Your money shame grows when you feel you should have more. You look at your balances, your debt balances, your retirement account balances, your checking and savings accounts balances. Often those balances provoke questions like, will I have enough money? Or where did my money go? Then sneaky shame slithers in. Did you know that there are two types of shame? Constructive shame and destructive shame. Constructive shame is our internal integrity compass. It guides us to our best self. When we make a new mistake, which is simply feedback, our constructive shame seeks alignment with our highest character. It's there to simply guide us to a behavioral change that aligns us back with our highest self. When constructive shame is triggered, the healthiest response is a neutral one. It's neutral, yet active. The healthiest and worthiest response from you would be to ask yourself, what behavior should I change to get back on track? Life is a journey of growing into your highest and most fulfilled self. In order to accomplish this level of deep gratification, you would use constructive shame to propel you to your goals and milestones with a simplicity that has very little drama. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Constructive shame is like course correcting. Your current focus is to keep your attention on your next milestone on your unique journey. When you get off course, you simply shift the behavior that isn't keeping you on track with behavior that will keep you on track. This is how you keep going when you want to stop. It's critical that you retrain yourself to receive constructive shame as a directive, to receive the feedback shame is sharing with you, then change your behavior. I've made the change your behavior the simple part. I give you 10-minute rich behaviors that get you and keep you on track. When you're aware that you need a rich behavior to get you back on track, you'll have the choice of constructive shame or destructive shame. Your challenge is to not accept destructive shame. You let destructive shame win when you believe your mistakes are about your worthiness. Your confusion is about your worthiness. Your not knowing is about your worthiness. Your current financial situation is about your worthiness. Destructive shame triggers feelings of unworthiness. Feelings of unworthiness will stop you in your tracks. It's like a gut punch. That's the problem with destructive shame. It's so heavy. That's why destructive shame is so dangerous. It stops your progress. It distorts reality. It makes you doubt. When you doubt you, the progress, or the outcome, you will stop. Stopping because you're not satisfied with your current money situation triggers the destructive shame cycle. Destructive shame causes feelings of unworthiness, which lead to procrastination and paralysis, which lead to persistent money problems like more debt, less money working for you, less to show for your hard work. As you know, destructive shame creates so much unnecessary chaos in your life. Stop it. Stop the drama. Reject destructive shame. If your question is how do you reject destructive shame and how do you choose constructive shame, the answer, you must trust yourself. How do you trust yourself? You keep your commitments to you. You honor your word to yourself. Let me share my trust story. I learned to trust myself and it was life-changing. I made the commitment to move daily by completing 10,000 steps every single day. As of this recording, I have moved daily and achieved 10,000 steps every single day for 1,918 straight days. Yep, that's over 5 years of daily commitment. Admittedly, some days are so hard. However, the commitment to myself will beat hard every day. I must stay committed every day, no matter what. For example, this is a picture of me headed out on a run when the temperature was about 2 degrees. Yes, 2 degrees. 10,000 steps no matter what. Sick? I still completed my 10,000 steps. Traveling? I still completed my 10,000 steps. Even on the day I flew 18 hours to Australia. Busy? Deadlines, I still completed my 10,000 steps. Vacation, I still completed my 10,000 steps. It's not easy to complete 10,000 steps no matter what. It requires a commitment to myself that I keep because I honor my commitment daily no matter what. It has changed me from the inside. Because I'm a member of the No Matter What Club, I know what I'm capable of regardless of what I'm facing. The world gives us so many messages that we aren't enough. We are not doing it correctly. We are wrong. The easiest way to protect you from those damaging messages is to know they are not true. Something happens to your self-image and your vision of you when you consistently honor your word to yourself. No one can take that away from you. That's why on the journey to life and financial freedom, you must start to trust yourself. When you trust yourself, you won't let money mistakes or disappointing results stop you. Instead, you will trust you to achieve your goal. When you trust you, you choose constructive shame. You adjust your behavior and you're back on track without all the distracting drama. Leave destructive shame in your past. Today you have new information. Now that you know better, you can do better. To do better, execute today's rich behavior. Today's rich behavior is to make a list of your personal situations that are currently causing you the greatest money shame. Which money situations, if the world knew, would cause you the greatest humiliation? Which of your money truths are the hardest to face? List up to 3 situations that trigger money avoidance. Once you've made your list, then I want you to go back to the situation that you listed at the number 1 slot. Next to number 1, write either working on it or stuck, based on whether you are currently taking steps to change, address, and or fix the situation. If you're taking steps to transform your financial situations that cause you stress, then this is constructive shame. Kudos to you. You are headed in the right direction. If you realize that you're stuck and not making progress on number 1, then you're likely experiencing destructive shame regarding that financial circumstance. Now on to number 2. Working on it or stuck, and then constructive shame or destructive shame, respectively. Now on to number 3 and the final item. Repeat this process. Are you stuck or are you working on it? Once you've assessed whether the items you've listed on your shame list are causing you constructive or destructive shame, make the commitment to keep progressing on the items where you are already moving forward. The only step that you can take with destructive shame is to shift it to constructive shame. Let those intense feelings motivate you into taking actions to improve your financial circumstances. Your constructive shame is your conscience leading you to your best, most free self. Today, my hope is that you shift your destructive shame into constructive shame. On next Friday's episode, I will share with you what you can do immediately to propel your constructive shame into your next best actions. Talk to you next Friday. Now that you know today's rich behavior, it's time to make your move. Tell us when you complete today's rich behavior and what richer results you experience because you took today's baby step. Text 888-85-WORTH, 888-85-96784. We want to know how you are increasing your worth, your wealth, and your freedom. I know you're worth it, and I want you to know you're worth it. Most importantly, I want you to behave like you're worth it. If you loved what you learned today, please be sure to hit the follow button so you never miss a future episode, and leave a review to help me reach even more listeners just like you looking to maximize and turn their hard-earned income into more. The High Worth Shift podcast is created and copywritten in partnership with Robin A. Young and Behaving Wealthy. Be sure to rate, review, and follow the show on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Especially, be sure to rate, review, and follow the podcast if you really liked it. My promise to you is in every episode to give you one rich behavior that can yield you 3 times richer results. That gives you a 300% return on your time spent with me. Remember, richer results are on the other side of today's rich behavior. You are worth more. It's time to make your move. Make your move.